My fingerprint on Boston because that's where I was born and raised, and I've lived there my entire life. I don't know what else I want to say. My fingerprint on the Philippines because it's a place that, even though I didn't grow up there, I feel like since it's my parents' home, it's my home too, and that I really identify with the culture, or at least the Filipino American culture.
In New Jersey, because that's where I spent most of my life.
Did you fingerprint anywhere else?
I guess I could. I guess I could put it in China.
Why would you fingerprint there?
Because I was born in China.
Thanks.
I fingerprinted in South Korea and in Pennsylvania because I was born in South Korea and then I moved when I was 8 to Pennsylvania.
I put my finger on the Philippines because that's where my family's from.
New Jersey because I'm kind of like the New York area because that's where I was born but that's where I grew up. And I also put a fingerprint on London because I lived there for 2 years. It's like my other home and I really miss it there and it's a really big part of me. And then I put a fingerprint on the Canton, Hong Kong area because that's where my heritage is.
Houston, Texas, because that's where I'm from, and then I put one in Nigeria because that's where my dad is from.
Boston, Massachusetts, because that's where I was born and raised. And then I put Ireland because that's where both my parents are from. And where, I don't know, I feel like a close home tie
I
to.
identify myself with Hawaii because I was born and I grew up there and definitely the culture there resonates with me. And I guess I'm gonna probably put another culture in China just because there would be culture in Hawaii, but I grew up within a Chinese household and so that culture.
Fingerprinted in Taiwan because I was born there.
Okay, so I put my fingerprint at Beijing because I lived in Beijing for 13 years. My family moved from St. Louis to Beijing when I was 5 years old and I graduated from high school.
And I came up on the San Francisco Bay Area because that's where I live.
Dad's from Siena, and it's where my mom met my dad. My mom's from Boston, so they got married there. That's where I grew up.
Okay.
I'd say LA because I've spent most of my life there. That's where my family lives right now. Because that's where I've basically lived almost all my life. And my family's there. And my dog is there.
Thanks.
Because I thought it would be interesting to put where my country, and since it's not represented, why not? And maybe to raise awareness and
Which one's your country?
I'm from Malaysia.
Cool. In Canada.
Because I was born in Canada.
Okay.
Born and raised in Kathmandu.
Hi, my name is Alicia Newman. I'm a freshman and I'm putting my thumb in 3 places: America, South Africa, and Jamaica. And the reason why is because my mom's from South Africa and my dad was from Jamaica. He passed away when I was younger and I was born in Texas.
Where did you fingerprint and why?
I'm gonna put my fingerprint really close to where Cleveland, Ohio is. I'm from Cleveland, Ohio, and that's kind of where my family is right now.
Hi, I live in Singapore. Singapore is the hometown, Hong Kong is the motherland, and the US is the...
My fingerprints on New Jersey, Hong Kong, and Philippines because I'm a 3rd generation Asian American, born and raised in Ridgewood, New Jersey for my whole entire life. And I'm a quarter Filipino and 3/4 Chinese.
In California because that's where I'm from. And then I fingerprinted on the East Coast at Bryn Mawr because this is also
Okay, so I fingerprinted the city of Pretoria, which is where I was born and where I grew up and lived for the first 18 years of my life. And even though I have been in the US for 3 years now, almost, I don't know, I guess it still feels like a default, like a part of my heart is still there and will always be there. Even though it gets kind of more like muddy where I think I find home. I don't know, sometimes, sorry, this is taking really long, but I'm just going to keep talking. But sometimes I think about home as the place where you most want to be on Christmas. And a lot of my family is still there. So for right now, that's where it is.
I have it in my head.